Let's talk tipping culture. I've been forwarded many posts from people think that I'm averse to tipping. I'm not averse to tipping. I think tipping is appropriate in the right setting. What I have a problem with is what the guidelines generally are now for what's appropriate. Where is appropriate? First that. So it used to be 10, 15, 20% on the prompts on the machine. And then it went to 15, 18, 20. I'm okay with all this. And then through COVID and beyond, it became a minimum 18, 20, 25, sometimes 20, 25, 30. The price of things has gone up. Therefore, we're just asking for a little more compensation to adjust for that. But the price of the thing that you're buying has gone up, which means the same percentage would mean a higher number anyways. So it should be that you are seeing an increased number at the same percentage. If it's X times 15% equals that, and then X becomes Y times 15% is also a bigger number. What are we talking about here? Why does it have to be Y times an even bigger number for percentages? I'm missing the point. In my previous life in real estate, the concern is all real estate agents are getting paid 2.5% on the transaction. And as the price of the house went up, did real estate agents ask for bigger percentages? That would be absurd. I want 3.5 now because the price of things went up. How have we just become immune to this and saying, oh yeah, that makes sense, that life's more expensive? Yeah, it's more expensive for everybody, not just you. I'm sorry. I have a problem with the mandatory 20, 25, 30 thing. It's absurd to me. I'm not saying you don't deserve it if you're in wait staff and you do a great job of creating an amazing, magical experience. I get it. But the standard that I'm going to make you feel guilty if you don't press this button, feeling that a lot of us have at the register, doesn't seem fair to me at all. And it should be removed. A friend of mine forwarded me a meme that said, if I have to stand up in order, then I'm not tipping. Like, I can relate to that. Why does stopping and getting a coffee from a counter, same as sitting down having that coffee and having clean up and the washing of the dishes, all that stuff? It isn't. And why is it food? Do you tip your dry cleaner? What really busted my chops the most was we were in Chicago and we had dinner. There was 5 of us. Sat down. It wasn't even a prompt. It wasn't even a discussion. It was already built in 20%. And you had the option to put more in. You couldn't back out of it. You are not supposed to feel guilty by giving somebody money. Just so you understand that. If you want to give 5%, 10%, or nothing at the stand-up thing, you do not have to feel guilty. You sit down and you don't leave a tip, I got a problem with that. That's not nice. That's not etiquette. I would love to see a world in which tips are completely removed. Everyone gets the higher salary. Which brings me to my next point. Next point being, why did tips start in the food service industry to begin with? Back in the day, there was 2 different minimum wages. Minimum wage for everybody and minimum wage for servers, waiters. They had a much lower minimum wage because they would supplement with tips. Hey, but that's been gone for years now. Minimum wage now is now minimum wage. So I don't understand how we got here and we're still in this world. All I know is you have the power to do what you want to do, feel how you want to feel, and contribute what you want to contribute without feeling guilty. I'll tip what it's deserved, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to tip just because you put a prompt in front of me that says, tip me for handing something over to you.